Okay, good evening, everyone. This is Tuesday, August the 24th, 2010. This is your Mindset Edition. I'm going to be talking about advanced goal setting for those of you that want to continually move to the next level. If you have been following Goal Setting 101 in the past, it is time to up your game. What transpires is a situation to where you need to understand that Goal Setting 101 was put in place to help those who had never taken time to establish goals in their life. What advanced goal setting does is now move you to the next level to where you are able to hang out with the upper 2% of the world. And the upper 2% of the world is where you eventually want to be. So we're going to be talking about you as Forex trader pros. Each one of you are about to take it to the next level. You're about to learn how to become a professional in your mindset and how this advanced goal setting will help you reach your ability to setting goals. In setting goals, you need to understand that this needs a little bit of effort because you're getting ready to design a life, design a lifetime. So number one, you're going to have an outline. This outline is going to be how you design a life for the rest of your time on this earth. Each one of us are different ages. I just turned 54 here in July. I have been truly blessed so far my 54 years on this earth, and I'm looking to be truly blessed if I can hang out to be 94. I'm looking for another 40 years or so on this earth. I want to live an enriched life in the fact that I'm able to trade professionally and give back to other students and in the process help them during the journey. You want to be specific about setting goals. Once you move to the advanced level, this is not like Goal Setting 101 where you have a simple goal. You want to reach into your bag and you want to have dreams. When I set goals in the 1980s, I tried to accomplish things or see things that I've never saw before. Once you're able to accomplish the task, you can take time, and in the process of taking time, you can celebrate. Life is a celebration, ladies and gentlemen. When we got to interview John Wooden many years ago, who just recently passed away, the former coach of UCLA, Mr. Wooden had a lot of different suggestions and that he carried with him in his back pocket from the time that he had learned from his father. One of the most unique areas about Mr. Wooden was the fact that he was very humble but yet very direct and lived a goal-oriented life and taught the pyramid of success. You need to be specific because we are surrounded with adversity. We are surrounded with people in storms. We are surrounded by spouses, friends, family members who are negative, and if all you have to do is turn on the news, and if there's any news that you're watching, it brings out the negativity. This changes you as you sit down and watch this because it has an effect. If you cleanse yourself of all negativity, eradicate it from your life, you will be successful. You need to follow through with these goals. Many people write them down, they set them aside, and they don't live the life. Once you decide to design a life and you decide to live the life, you will be an enriched person on their way to success. It doesn't matter if you're in Forex trading, if you want to become a better parent, if you want to learn to get out of debt, if you want to change your sense of direction. Anybody here that's taking any type of medication, you want to learn how to wean yourself off that medication and become a better person inside. I truly believe that that can happen. Let's talk about setting goals. First of all, you want to start with something that you really want. What do you really want out of life? What do you really want to accomplish? You want to develop goals in 6 various areas. Family and home. Family is the most important. You have to take care of family. Many of us here have kids that we've raised or kids that we have in school. School's just started. It was interesting as I watched here the last 2 days as the new kids went to the school, walking down past us down to the school down the block, and seeing some of the excitement on the kids and some of the disdain in others. We also want to talk about spiritual and ethical. Many people here are flawed. We are all flawed. We are humans. We make mistakes every day. Nobody's perfect. But you have to have spiritual and ethical reasoning behind what you want to accomplish and do the right thing. Social and cultural. You want to be able to have a financial and a career. How about physical and health? Mental and educational. If you add all of these up, this is going to allow you to design a life of substance for the second half or second decade of the 21st century. And remember, folks, we have moved to an informational technology age from the industrial age of the 20th century. It wasn't that long ago that in the 19th century we were crossing this United States in wagons and ox pulling wagons across, and it would take 6 to 9 months to make a journey. Most people could not travel within 10 to 20 miles outside of where they lived once they settled down. Think about that. They were riding horses. Then all of a sudden there was a thing called a car, and it changed how America was built. And now as we move into the technology informational area of the 21st century, there are massive changes, and there'll be more massive changes coming in the next 20 to 30 years. How you're able to adapt to those changes and being able to overcome the adversity that you will face will determine your fate in life. In setting goals, you want to write down the goals. We talked about something you really want. You got to develop goals in 6 areas, and now you have to write down the goals. You want to write down the goals in detail. It can't be, I want to just be a millionaire. I want to, in the next 10 years, put X amount of money up in the bank, have this in retirement, and be specific. Give something to shoot for. I know some people who wanted some new cars, so what they did is they took pictures of the new cars and they posted it in front of their computer. I know some people that wanted new houses. They took a picture of houses they like and posted it on their computer. I know some people that wanted to help others, so they took pictures of some of the foundations that they helped, and they put it and allowed themselves the opportunity to help others. Each one of us are different. We are a distinct but separate entity. Being a distinct and separate entity allows us an opportunity to choose our sense of direction. You want to write down these positive goals. Never trust your memory. Write that down. Never trust your memory. If it isn't written, it doesn't exist. If it isn't written, it doesn't exist. We are all too busy. You have social media today with the Twitter, with the Facebook, with all these different areas, and what happens? You get caught up in the everyday hoopla of life, but you never sit down and really write the goals in detail and write down the positive goals of what you want to accomplish in life. Shoot high with these goals. Shoot for the moon. Become a dreamer. Put down things that you've never wanted. If you've never been to several states, put that you want to visit these cities. If you've never been out of the United States, put different parts of the area of the world that you'd like to visit.